You have something special. You have greatness in you. I wanted to come on and talk after a tool that there's no excuses. Sure, stuff is happening. And it's difficult where we are, but we have a power within us to handle this. See, at the end of the day, here's what we know. That you were born and designed, all of us, for success. But listen to me closely. But we've been programmed to fail. Did you hear what I just said? We were born. We're made in the likeness and image of God. It doesn't get any better than that. And been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth, including the adversities that we face. And even though we were designed to win, we have been and still are being programmed to fail. I was horrified. I don't look at television, but I was going through the trends on the computer, on my phone. See, here's what we know. Atul's been listening to me since he was a teen. Since he was a teen. Physically challenged, muscular sclerosis, walks with a crutches, need help and assistance to get dressed. And he's launching a product. We were created by the Creator to create. And with all the madness and craziness going on around us, when you look at our young people, how do you just decide to get guns like you in a war zone and go kill somebody over a stupid so-called beef? I was horrified. Who does that? This young kid, he's just a baby himself, and he had little children. He went to a bakery to get his mother some cookies.
The most important key to success, I think it's hunger. It's not getting satisfied. Anyone you respect who's achieved at the highest level, intelligence is an incredibly important distinction and a valuable thing to have in life. But I always tell people, you can find so many intelligent people that can't fight their way out of a paper bag. What matters is hunger. A hunger that doesn't go, a hunger to learn, a hunger to grow, a hunger to serve, a hunger to give, a hunger to create breakthroughs.
No. Communities of violence are created by people, and they can be changed by people. And the secret is to maintain commitment through all the frustrations, through all the disappointments, through all the setbacks that we will experience in changing how we show up. The other day, a pregnant mother was shot in the head. Had the police done that? Or that young rapper had been killed by the police innocently? There'd be an outcry. A lost life is a lost life. You don't decide to be silent and look the other way because of the trigger was not pulled by a Klansman with a badge and a gun and get exemption for being judge, jury, and executioner? Oh no, we got to call it out. Whoever, life is precious. We got to call it out. If you see, silence gives consent. And here, I spoke the other day for the group called The GOAT, and I thank Zoe for inviting me. And I was looking at the young people, and they had all this loud music playing, And maybe my ears are old and slow. I didn't understand what was being said. But here's what I know. I played Today, The Drifters. There Goes My Baby. This Magic Moment. I played some Temptations and the Four Tops. And these guys weren't going around killing each other because they happened to become successful, the OJs. If you listen to craziness, O'Toole's been listening to me since he was in high school. If you listen to craziness, if you're listening to things that don't build you up, whatever you listen to, you turn into. If we're going to change the culture in our community, we got to change what our kids are listening to. We got to make a commitment to monitor what they're watching and what they're listening to. And they're watching us. This is real. A pregnant mother, and they said it was premeditated, shot in the head, pregnant. Come on. Babies killed with stray bullets. No demonstrations, no outcries. Come on. This young white boy who went across state lines with a rifle, unlicensed rifle, kills 2 people, innocent of all charges. Whoa! I was protecting property. The store owner said, "You weren't protecting my property. I didn't ask you to protect my property." These are crazy times. Communities of violence. They're created by people, and they can be changed by people. And the secret is to maintain commitment through all the frustrations, through all the disappointments, through all the setbacks. And multiplying, the reason I'm training speakers, multiplying other voices that's making sense, that's speaking love, speaking harmony, not beefs, that have a sense of decency. You think words don't matter? They do. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Words matter. Our children are listening. Little babies are listening. And you think if we're silent, silence gives consent. Just looking the other way and just say, "Oh, ain't it awful? Did you see that?" These guys who had on his hood and they came looking for that guy, that rapper in a bakery to get his mama some cookies and they killed him. Did you see it? Ooh, child. It's awful. No. How many of you agree that it's not enough to say, "Ain't it awful?" If you agree with me, just put yes in the comment section. Put yes in the comment section. I'm going someplace with this. Put yes in the comment. Am I crazy? Am I losing it? Am I just some old fuddy-duddy, some old Uncle Tom? This is You telling me we can't stop this? You telling me we're powerless in the face of this? There are parents who are locking themselves in their bedrooms because they're afraid of their kids. I know this to be true. I've talked to them. This is a culture that has been created. On my watch, on your watch, we watched it. Oh no, this is nothing. No, it does not promote violence. I don't remember when I was coming up We had all kind of groups, the Platters, the Temptations. I don't remember any of them having a shootout or killing Jackie Wilson, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding. He died in a plane crash. This is not right. This is not right. Until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are affected, change will never take place. Because it wasn't your relative, because it wasn't your cousin, because it wasn't your son, because it didn't happen on your street or your neighborhood. It's okay just to look at it on television and then watch some old Mike Tyson movies or arguments about who's the best, Kobe or Michael Jordan, or did you see the comments the other day? No. We have all the tools we need, ladies and gentlemen. We have everything we need to create a new culture. Part of the reason that I'm training speakers. Why? Steve Jobs gave a key. Listen what he said. Steve Jobs. Before Steve Jobs, you never heard of somebody tell a story about a product that they have. Listen to me. Listen to where I'm going. Listen to me. And people set up camp a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance, snow, heat, to receive the product because of what was said about it. Steve Jobs said, the storyteller, the communicator, is the most powerful person in the world. They set the agenda, they create the vision, they create a culture. And our kids listening to craziness day in and day out has created a culture of hate, a culture of trivializing life over stupidity, a culture that promotes HIV. That's an epidemic. That's a pandemic. The pandemic of HIV, hood-infected virus, a culture of AIDS, addiction to incarceration and death syndrome. Kids who don't even know who their fathers were, like me, because their fathers are in and out of jail for selling drugs or being irresponsible sperm donors. No. It doesn't have to be this way. How many of you know that we are not powerless in the face of this? Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felled in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed? If you agree with me that this is not hopeless, if you agree with me that we shouldn't just be witnesses to this madness, I tell you, my granddaughter, Tatum in Columbus, Ohio, had a young guy, he must have been about 2022. They were going to go into business together. She calls me, hey, I haven't heard back from you. Oh, Grandpa, his car broke down and he was walking down the street and somebody killed him. Come on. It's everywhere. It's not just Chicago. It's in Atlanta. It's in Dallas. It's everywhere. It's an epidemic. The killings. We were not built for this. To live in a world that has this level of hostility is bad enough when you got Klansmen wearing badges and guns. And the courts just let them off. Go, be judge, jury, and executioner. That'll be fine. Or if they protest, when they get in trouble from the thugs, don't show up. Let them kill each other off. We were not built for this. This is escalating. This is going to levels we've never seen before. When people have been locked down, when people are on edge and kill you if you bump into their car or pull in front of them, people at home and domestic violence increases, when women who are being abused have to have signals when they go to the drugstore to give the pharmacist some signals to indicate I'm getting the hell beat out of me. And then you got on top of all of that, just trying to, let's say, be anxious for nothing. Now wait, I'm looking for a phone call. It's coming. It's coming. I got a son dealing with mental illness. He can't hear me. There's some things in life will have to teach him that I can't teach him. I can motivate people all around the world. Oh, you're the motivator, yeah? But you can't reach your son. You can't reach through that bipolar, schizophrenic mental illness. Yeah. You ain't all that. Now you rushing. The medication you're on doesn't work on the cancer anymore. Now you're rushing. Trying to get something done before you leave here. Because death is stalking you. Like it is all of us. Nobody's figured out how to get out of here alive. A pregnant mother shot in the head. Young boy going to the bakery to get his mother some cookies. End up dead. No demonstrations in the street. Can't call the NAACP. We don't even know the president of the NAACP's name. But we knew when Benjamin Hooks was there. Call the Urban League. We don't even know his name. But we knew when Vernon Jordan was there. Oh. This thing called life. If you can understand my anger, if you believe that we could do something about it, if you believe that we should have a sense of mission, that we were born for such a time as this, that we're here for a reason, you know what? Superman's not coming. They removed all the damn telephone booths. He knows that if he gets undressed, he's going to jail for indecent exposure. Superman is not coming. He's not coming. They took the telephone booths. Tarzan is not coming. Oh, with his little diaper and a switchblade. and can beat 50 Africans. Tarzan, the king of the jungle, he ain't coming. All the superheroes. Guess who has to show up? We do. For our children. We do. For our grandchildren. We do. We have to show up. For our great-grandchildren. Until we take our last breath. I ain't playing with you. I don't want you to get a good night's sleep and just say, oh, they're just crazy. They're just out of hand. No. There's a spirit, there was an energy when we couldn't. I remember as a kid, we had to sit at the back of the bus, but a group of people said we rather walk in dignity rather than ride in shame. I remember that level of determination and faith and drive. People were willing to go to jail and have dogs sicked on them and beaten and brutalized and kill so that we can enjoy some of the freedoms we have now. We have young people who have no appreciation for that sacrifice. People who were maimed, whose lives were destroyed, careers were destroyed. I remember Eartha Kitt confronting Lyndon Bird Johnson, and she pointed her finger at her. It cost her career. I remember that. Cost her career. I dare you. You know the good thing is? Here's a good thing. I won't get fired today. I won't get fired like they fired me at WVKO. No. I won't. See, this tool here, we're going from brick and mortar to click and order. This tool here that features more dancing and singing and boxing, people beating the hell out of each other, all of those things are that limited vision of how we should be participating in this economy. Our kids feel that's their only option. That's a limited vision of themselves. He said, I'll give you all your eyes can see. If all they see boxing, football, basketball, all kind of sports, dancing, you think that what we put in front of our kids, it doesn't matter? And listen to what I'm saying to you. We were born to win, made in the likeness and image of God. We were born to win. But we've been programmed to fail. Why are you training speakers? To reverse the programming. If you can determine what a man shall think, Dr. Carter G. Woodson, please step forward. If you can determine what a man shall think, you'll never have to concern yourself with what he will do. If you can make a man feel inferior, you never have to compel him to seek an inferior status, for he will seek it himself. And if you can make a man feel justly an outcast, you never have to order him to go to the back door. He'll go without being told. And if there's no door, his very nature will demand one. He'll kill somebody in a bakery buying cookies for his mother. He'll kill a pregnant mother, shoot her in the head. Won't be safe to go to the service station without looking around to ask yourself the question, is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? I am determined before I leave here to find some people who want to make a difference. Oh, there are a lot of you out there that want to make money speaking. Well, you got a lot of guys out there teaching that, and ladies. I can teach you how to make money, but I want to teach you how to make a difference with your voice, with your story. We got to organize ourselves. Your voice is your superpower, your story. That's how I've been able to help people around the world. I don't just do this. This is my life. My grandmother, Beulah Rucker in Gainesville, Georgia, was a speaker. This is in my bloodline. My mother, Dorothy Bell Rucker, was a speaker. This is in my DNA. I know the majority of people can't hear me. The majority of people are not serious. That's why the Jewish carpenter said, "He who has ear, let him hear." I want those of you that can hear me in your heart. And when I speak, you can hear me in your heart. Because if you can hear me in your heart, that which is in me is also in you. If you can hear me in your heart, you and I are cut from the same cloth. We are branches of the same tree. If you can hear me from your heart, just having a job is not enough. A job is what you get paid for. But you have a calling to speak. A calling is what you are made for. And I say again, we were designed to win, but we've been programmed to fail. Things have been put in place to destroy our sense of self, to deny us, to demonize us. In a level of self-hatred we see manifesting in our children, that we're afraid of our own children. People getting killed by stray bullets, babies, children scared to go outside and play in our neighborhood. We have to have programs that's sustainable, programs that's designed to change the culture, to impact the mind, how people live and how they show up in life, and their children is reflection of their state of mind. Our minds have been corrupted and still being corrupted. Oh boy. All things work together for good for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. Didn't say all things will be good, but all things work out for good. Lord, whatever we face today, together, we can handle it. We can't give this to Jesus. He said, greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. These things ye shall do, and greater things shall ye do. That means we have responsibility up in here. Up in here. Oh. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. And Dorothy Bell Rucker's Pride and Joy. And Beulah Rucker's grandson from Gainesville, Georgia. Bye for now.